Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. For a little background, I studied editing and videography in college, so I've had professional training on some of the software. That being said, we're not doing anything fancy today. Anything I'm showing you, anybody who has never touched an editing software in their life will be able to follow this tutorial. Now, we've all seen the traditional Let's Play videos. We all know Markiplier. He actually just had his 9-year anniversary on the platform I saw the other day, and I hold a very special place in my heart for both Markiplier and Let's Plays, because way back when I was still just a teenager, he is the first person that I ever actually started watching and that I remember subscribing to. I mean, when I was like a kid, I watched Fred, but you know, I'm not counting that. As far as like a regular YouTuber, I loved Markiplier back in 2014 when I discovered him. And so this is kind of a full circle moment because that was kind of what started to get me into YouTube. Now, there are a few different ways this can go. There are a lot of Let's Plays you see online in which people have all of this equipment and they live stream on Twitch and then record down the footage and post it as a Let's Play. That's not what we're doing today. We're doing the most simple setup that any of you guys can do without really expensive equipment, and I'm going to show you how. All that you need is a camera. I have a Canon GX7 Mark II, the most traditional vlogging camera with the flip screen so I can see myself in the viewfinder, but you can do this on an iPhone, on anything that you can record yourself with. Position it as right now, I'm talking to you on a camera that's on a tripod, SD card popped in, that's all that's going on right now, like normal. So go ahead and you can set up, either prop it on some books, get it, you don't even have to have a fancy tripod. I wanna make this as simple as possible and as accessible as possible to anybody with any resources that they have. So anything that you can record yourself on, you wanna make sure that it is horizontal. So if you're recording on a cell phone, on an iPhone, position the camera towards you horizontally. And it is easier to have the front-facing camera so you can see the back-facing camera so you can see yourself in your iPhone, but you're going to have higher quality if you position it in the right place, sit down and frame yourself with the front-facing camera recording you so you can't see yourself. Then go back around, turn off the video, check it to make sure you were in frame when you sat down, and then turn it on and let the front-facing camera record you because it has higher megapixels. But if you want to make it as simple as possible, you can do the back-facing camera. I've recorded stuff like that before, and it honestly looks fine if you have an iPhone 6 or higher. But I'm just recording on a camera. Like I said, any camera will do. Just set it up and record yourself talking. That's all you have to do for step 1. Step 2 is, good lighting. I have a ring light I can link in the description below. That was like $70 from Amazon. And that's all I'm going to talk about for the filming aspect, because I know you guys came here to see how to edit the videos. But I just wanted to, if we're talking about how to make a Let's Play, I thought it'd be important to take just a minute to talk about that filming setup. Okay, so your filming is set up. You're all ready to record yourself. So now we get to the actual recording of the gameplay. So in order to edit a gameplay of yourself, you have to record a gameplay. So load up any video game that you have that you want to play, either through Steam, through whatever, an emulator, I don't care, that's up to you, whatever you're playing. So load up your video game. Now, right before you start playing, you're going to screen capture your entire screen. So for Mac, you're going to press Shift, Command, and 5 all at once, and then you're going to hit. Then a little box comes up. I can't show you yet because I have to start the screen recording before I can show you. So you're going to hit Shift, Command, and 5, and then this little box is going to come up. You're going to capture the entire screen so that you can see your whole video game screen. And you are now recording your screen. It's that simple on a MacBook, or I'm assuming a large Mac as well. Shift, Command, and 5, and then select entire screen and click record, and it's going to record until you turn it off. If you are using a PC or a different kind of computer, just do a quick Google search, how do I record my screen with sound? That's very important. Type in how to record my screen with sound, and then just follow the instructions, and then you are now screen recording. Play your video game the whole way through, however much you want to do. Keep your camera rolling, and then just play your game. Talk to your camera, all that jazz, and record your gameplay. Your computer will be controlling and recording the gameplay, and you will be recording yourself on your camera. Once you have completed your gameplay, you will stop the screen recording and then save it onto your computer. I always have it saved onto my desktop because that way I just feel I can find it more easily. I think a lot of people do that. And so now you're done recording. It's time to get to editing. I highly recommend getting a hard drive. Otherwise, your computer is going to fill up with space so quickly. Get a hard drive and also edit off of the hard drive. I always buy a Seagate. I have a really old Seagate right now, but I have several of them. Get a Seagate, get a 1 or 2 terabyte. They're not terribly expensive. I can link some in the description box below, and then plug it into your computer. So my hard drive is just my name. So I've got my hard drive in the corner, and go ahead and load up whatever editing software that you're going to use. It does not matter. You can do this if you just have iMovie. I'm using the more top-of-the-line software, Final Cut Pro. That does not matter for this video. If you have free iMovie, if you have whatever free software or affordable software that comes on your computer or that you can get, this process will be applicable, so no worries. So first I'm going to start a new library. I'm going to go to File, New, and then Library. And then I have it so it will save, you have all these options, save it to your hard drive. And I'm going to title it Gaming Edits. Okay, so now it's being saved to the hard drive. So now we're going to start a new project, which I'm also going to call Gaming Edits. And now we can import our media. So from a different folder, if you have an outro that you put on, or intro, I mean, that you put on your videos, you can go ahead and put it here. I don't put my full intro on gaming videos and the like. I kind of just put the full thing on vlogs and things of that nature. So I'm just going to drag a tiny bit of my intro that I already have pre-made. Again, if you're just starting out on Let's Plays or whatever and you don't have any intro, this doesn't matter then. Just start your video where it starts. But I like to put a little intro just because, you know, set the tone for my video, put my brand on it. So I'm going to, edit that down so it kind of blurs out right before it goes into it. Then I'm going to go to, like I said, I like to save things on my desktop for ease of finding them. So I'm going to drag my screen recording of the gameplay right here. And then I'm going to turn the, let's see, the volume on it. Okay, so you can hear me talking here. Okay, so now I should be little me in the corner. For this video, I'm actually going to use the audio from the computer recording because my voice was closer to it. But go ahead, I like to turn it up a little bit. And then now I'm going to, so now we need to add the files of my speaking, and I have that on my hard drive. So I'm going to go to my hard drive and then look for, I think it's just, not that one, that's from today. Okay, these. So I'll just select those and import them. Great, so I'm going to pick the first clip of me speaking and I'm going to put it on top of the gaming clips. So we've got them here. Okay, so now I should be... So now I need to line them up. This is the first thing to get you started on your gaming editing venture. You need to line up the audios first and foremost before you work on the screen, because lining up the audios will let you know that your playing and your speaking are in sync. That's where I began talking there. So I'm going to try to find where I... So it looks like in this video, I have an intro portion that I'm speaking in which the gameplay hasn't started yet. So I need to isolate that part. I'm going to put it first. So let's see this. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. So today I've donned a very piratey aesthetic and I'm very excited. I have my... Okay, so now I've edited my little intro and I'm going to select this next clip, which I believe is where my gameplay speaking starts. So let me find in this bottom clip. Okay, so now... So it looks like I begin speaking here. Okay, so now I should... So I'm going to drag this all the way there so that it starts right where I begin speaking. Shall we? Okay, so now I need to find, it says the first thing I say is... Okay, so now I should be little me in the corner. Okay, so now I should be little me in the corner. I've got to find on my recording up here where I say that. Okay, so now... Looks like it's right here. I know it's kind of multiple audios going on at once can be confusing, but hang tight. So we've got it right there. Now zoom in which on my MacBook at least, you just use your 2 fingers and go like that to zoom in. So we need them to line up exactly. Okay, so now I should be little me in the corner. So this is... Okay, so as you can hear, my audio's, you hear 2 of me speaking, it's lined up perfectly. This is the entry screen. I've already started a game, obviously. I'm going to start a new one for you guys. I'm going to go into so it sounds like the double voice because we've got them lined up perfectly. So you just kind of have to finesse this, keep dragging and dropping until you can hear that the audio is in exactly the same spot. So now we can edit these clips, you know, at the same time. So I have this... So this is the entry screen. You can see where I paused here, where there's no real speaking, so I'm using the cutting tool in the same spot and start up here. Always cut out this top part first and then cut the bottom so that it goes together, or else you're going to have an issue where the whole top bar is going to disappear if you do it second. So always delete the extra footage from the, let's see, turn that on, from the top bar first, I mean the bottom bar first. No, from the top bar first. So this is the entry screen. See, now you can hear I got a little bit off. That sometimes happens when you're editing, so you just gotta, it is a little tedious. You've got to make sure you always line up every time you do a cut. So this is the, let's see. So this is the entry screen. So I didn't cut quite enough off of the bottom so that they line up perfectly. So this is the entry. So now you can hear the audios right back. So now we're going to go ahead so that we can see what we're editing on the gameplay screen. We are going to make me in the little corner. So this is the part that I feel like makes it the most traditionally a gameplay. If you're not recording yourself, you're just doing audio gameplay, this is going to be easier, but we are doing a visual gameplay. So if you would like to do gameplays and you would like this to be a little more simple, you could always just record your screen and record your speaking and not deal with recording yourself and making it all line up perfectly. But if you want to have it the traditional like Markiplier, Crank Gameplays, Jacksepticeye, you know, all the typical gamers, this is kind of how you do it. So I'm going to select, so now we're going to select these 2 files. You're going to go to this tool and you're going to click Transform. Now that it's on Transform, you can move it around and see the gameplay screen underneath. So we're going to shrink it down as small as you want it and then decide where you want it on the screen. Typically in gameplays, they go in the bottom left corner, although I've seen them in all kind of places. But for these purposes, just should be traditional. I'm going to put it in the bottom corner, and I'm going to make it, you don't need it too big, but it's kind of just up to you. I just got it crooked. And then kind of put it there, and then you can do this to make the screen big. I've already see that doesn't look quite good once I make it big like that. So I need to make myself a little bigger and a little more lined up with the corner. Now let's see how that works. I started a game, obviously. I'm going to start a new one for you guys. I'm going to go into options and check on those. I think that's going to be pretty good. And so now that you see, I'm going to be lined up in the corner for all of this game. For audio, though, and now I'm going to take away the audio from my source camera. So I'm going to take this away, and you just drag and drop it down so the audio is gone. So now we have this. I've already started a game, obviously. I'm going to start a new one for you guys. I'm going to go into options and check on those. So all looks good. So now we've got the gameplay going, we've got me in the little corner, and it all looks great, and there's only one audio source. We can hear the game because this was recording from my source computer, and we can hear me speaking because I was really close to the computer using that microphone. Not the best quality, of course, unless you get an external mic, but this will, again, do. I'm trying to make this very simple, very accessible, so just using that much. Now, I think it still sounds great. Resolution, well, the highest it has. And that's it. That's the process. That's what you're going to do for the whole video. You now have yourself lined up in the corners. Simple as that. Just cropping or transforming yourself and putting it down in the corner. And now you're just going to go through the whole game and do this. So just kind of sit and watch it and decide. You may not want to cut out too much stuff. Create a new pirate. See how there was a black screen where I wasn't speaking? I can cut out this because you guys don't need to see like the silence of the game loading. That's just going to take up time nobody cares about. So I just cut out that little part, and now we have this.
Pirate! You can create a new version of yourself.
But see, now you see my voice wasn't moving where I was speaking. So I have to turn the sound back up and make sure it lines up. Every time you do a cut, you're probably going to have to do this. So again, it can be tedious, but it's simple. Simple does not mean easy. I like to say that sentiment a lot. A simple process does not mean it's an easy process, because it is tedious, but once you get it down, it's simple. It just takes a while to edit. You'll get the hang of this, but I really believe in repetition as the way to get things. Like when I do something over and over is when I finally get it. So I'm going to go through just a little bit more of this video for you guys and kind of just to make sure you really have it in your bones.
Actually.
Okay, see, there was one where I wasn't really doing or saying anything. So I'm going to cut here, cut here, cut here, cut here, and then always do the first, then the second. Now let's see how the audio lines up.
Actually.
Still lined up.
Also.
So now we're going to go back and take the top audio off. Make sure so you only have one audio input so you don't sound like a robot. Okay, that's all good. So now we just hear that one. So on and so forth. And so you'll see here, it cut off because my camera stopped recording at that point. So then go ahead, you're going to drag the next clip, and then you're going to repeat the whole process, taking this. What I like to do, you click your first clip, you go to edit, you click copy, you go to your clip that you just brought in, your next file, you edit, you click paste attributes, paste. And now your next clip, same size, same proportions as your last one. So now your whole video will look nice and even. You won't have it wonky where you didn't quite get the same size as the first clip, because you're probably going to have to do multiple clips to get through this. And that is exactly the easiest way, just that copy and paste attributes as I just showed you. I will show you one more time in case that was a little too quick. So it looks like whoops, don't mean to give you guys whiplash. I'm going to have to bring in this last clip here, and I'm not going to edit it yet, so you obviously don't want to see just my chair sitting there. But click it, transform. You obviously don't want to just see my chair sitting there, but click it. Go to the clip before, go up to edit, copy, go down to this clip, edit, paste attributes, paste, and boom, it's going to be in the corner in the same size. But for today, that is how you do a gameplay. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I could make a follow-up video or a quick video to clarify anything else that you need, or just talk it out with you in the comments. I'm happy to help. So if you guys are interested, if you've ever wanted to do your own Let's Play, your own gameplay, I hope now you have the tools and resources in order to accomplish that. If you would like me to make a video about how you film yourself, because this was just editing, so you know it's already, you have all the footage, all that. If you'd like me to make a separate video on how to film yourself, the proper setup, your camera, your everything, because today I just showed you, you know, you screen. So my battery died on my camera, so I just put in the other battery, and the other battery was dead too. So we're gonna finish up this vlog on my iPhone, because why not? So get a little iPhone 8s Plus. That's the video. Let me, as I was saying, I think right before it cut me off, let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns in the comment section below. I hope this was helpful and coherent. If I went a little too fast, or if I assumed you have more knowledge of editing than you do, again, let me know. I'd be so happy to either make another video where I could simplify and dive into a few more of the techniques I did a little more slowly, whatever you need or want, or if this video was helpful and now you know how to edit a Let's Play, let me know that in the comment section below too. I'd be really excited to hear that. And if you make a video, let me know. Let me know. Leave me a comment and I'll come watch it. I'd love to check out what you did with the information you learned. Hope you're having an awesome day, staying safe, doing all those good things, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.